to get, what to get. Can't believe I haven't bought anything for Valentine's Day. Oh, what's this? Whiskey does make her frisky. Alright. Hey, and welcome back to all subscribers. If you're new to this channel, my name's Antonio and this is Whiskey Quest. In this channel I'm going to review whiskeys from all over the world. I like to add a touch of water just to see if it changes. You'll never know unless you try it. If that's something you like to watch, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the bell notification so you can stick around for more videos. Let's move on with this review. So before we get started, let's set the mood a little bit since it's almost Valentine's Day. That will work. Yeah, much better. Wow. So what I have for you guys today is the Four Roses small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. This is bottled at 90 proof, that's 45% ABV, and it'll run you somewhere around $35 to $40 depending where you go. Pop quiz hotshot. What's the age requirement for a straight bourbon whiskey? Well, for starters, it has to be aged for at least 2 years in new charred oak barrels in order to be labeled straight. But if it's under 4 years old, it has to have an age statement on the bottle, even if it's just fine print. It has to be in the bottle. I don't see any on this, so we're gonna say that it's a minimum of 4 years old. Four Roses is one of my favorite distilleries due to the way they make their whiskeys. They're the only ones to combine 5 different yeast strains and 2 different mash bills. Combined, they can make up to 10 different bourbon recipes. Mash bill E is 75% corn, 20% rye, and 5% malted barley. And mash bill B is 60% corn, 35% rye, and 5% malted barley. Then they mingle their different recipes in order to create that consistent flavor in all their bourbons, with the exception of the single barrel. For that one, they only use 1 mash bill and 1 yeast strain. They mingle 4 out of the 10 in order to create the small batch here. As of right now, they only have 3 in their core lineup. But throughout my research on this bottle right here, I found out they're going to be adding a new bottle this year in 2019 in spring, and it's going to be another small batch. It's going to be called the Small Batch Select. That's going to be proofed at 104, not chill filtered. I'm going to be looking out for that one. Alright, so let's move on to the nosing and the tasting. Let's see if we get a nice pop in this one. Nice, very nice. As always, let's take a quick look at the color before we move on to the tasting and the nosing. This one has a really nice light honey kind of color. 4 years in the barrel gave it a nice natural color, because anything that's a bourbon, American made, is not going to have any color added to it. Move on to the nose and see what we get. This is very light, but the very first thing that I get up front is some mixture of like vanilla and oak. Some fruitiness in there too. Trying to see what that is. Like red apple. I get something else that's sweet that reminds me of like marshmallows. There is some kind of caramel kind of quality to this too. Very nice on the nose. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. This is delicious stuff. First, that rye does come through. I get some of that spiciness. Black pepper. That wood char makes itself noticeable. Right after that, you get a nice buttery mouth coating going on. I do get something a bit tangy. It reminds me of what like dried fruit apricot tastes like. You also get some of that caramel. I'd say the finish is somewhere around the medium side. It finishes with that char, oaky, and some of that caramel notes in the end, just lingering for a little while. Very nice while it's still there. Let's add a little bit of water and see what happens to this. I'm just gonna add 1 drop, and let's do 2. Let's see what happens. See you guys in a bit. Alright, it's been a short while, maybe just a minute, not too long, but man, does that change. A lot of vanilla started coming out with some honey. There's some maltiness going on, chocolatey kind of notes, and again that oak just took a back seat on this one, but it's still there. But a lot more of that vanilla and honey notes in right up front. I don't get much of that fruitiness anymore. It's more of that maltiness going on now. Alright, let's move on to the taste and see what happens. Cheers. Alright, Woo, woo, woo. It brought out that spiciness a little bit more. That char came out more too. Wow. It's a mixture of like black pepper and cinnamon. Really spicy with that drop of water. I dig the spicy note, so I'll be adding those 2 drops of water every time I drink this. That tangy apricot note is still there, somewhere towards the back. I don't like that very much. You still get a medium finish with this time with like a silky mouthfeel, and it ends with that cinnamon and char notes. That's just throughout the whole adventure that it takes you through. It's nothing but spiciness and char all the way to the finish. I'd say it also brought out just a little bit of a nuttiness kind of note, but that char just overpowers everything. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Four Roses small batch. I'm really enjoying this one, and this is just what's up here, you know. I remember the very first Four Roses that I bought was just their base offering, and I liked that one, but as soon as it got somewhere towards the middle, it really opened up, and I was sad to see that one go. So I'm really hoping the same thing happens to this one once I get halfway maybe. But right now, even just like that, I'm liking it a lot. So would I recommend this for you to pick it up? Definitely. Hey, this would be a great Valentine's Day present for your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, maybe even your secret lover. Hey, it's up to you. And guess what? If they don't like it, you get to drink it. Alright, so that's it for the review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your friends. As always, drop me a comment below. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet and you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the bell notification before you leave so you can stick around for more videos just like this. Having said that, guys, happy Valentine's. Cheers. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
Subscribe to Whiskey Quest.